Step 1 to being cool. Stop littering. If you're old enough to click on this video, then you're old enough to know to clean up after yourself. If you're still littering, it's time for you to grow up. And you are distinctly uncool. That's why litterers belong here, on the people tier list. There's plenty of other activities that are also considered distinctly uncool. These are what we call the don'ts of being cool. These automatically disqualify you from being cool. Being a Karen, being mean to animals, bullying, not cleaning up after yourself when you pee in a public restroom, yucking someone's yum, being late to everything, leaving mean YouTube comments, not showing up for your friends, or taking off your pants and your panties and shitting on the floor. All such activities disqualify you from being cool, and in general, any activity that falls under any of these categories, namely not cleaning up after yourself, being an asshole, or just generally making the world a worse place because you're in it. So if you avoid those don'ts, that doesn't necessarily make you cool, it just makes you a functional member of society. And while there are thousands of don'ts, there's really only a handful of do's, and so we'll go over those in a bit more detail. Do you know people who peaked in high school? Unfortunately, it's a very common thing that people do. But cool people obviously don't do that. So how do we avoid peaking in high school? Well, if you think back to high school, it makes sense why so many people peak, right? You're in the prime of your health, you have so much energy, your metabolism is through the roof, and you have a lot of freedom in a lot of ways. You have fewer responsibilities, for example. But on top of that, just by virtue of being in school, you have so many things that you're working on. You challenge your mind and your body. You play sports, join clubs, you make art, you try new things, and you make friends. All of these are part of a growth mindset. So that brings us to our first thing we need to do to be cool, and that's having a growth mindset. All you need to do is take those things you did in school and just continue doing them through adulthood. And voila, just like that, you won't peak in high school. The second thing is being a good talker. There are a couple things when it comes to being a good talker. First of all, be honest. Liars are not as cool as honest people, obviously. The second thing when it comes to being a good talker is just asking good questions and having good conversation. Let's go over a hypothetical. Imagine your friend just came back from a European vacation. They said, "Oh my gosh, I had such a great time." What should you follow up with? Should you reply with A, "I've always wanted to go to Europe." B, "Did you know my mom is French?" C, "Oh, I backpacked across Europe through my 20s." Or D, "Which countries did you go to?" Now, if you picked anything besides D, well then guess what? You're not good at conversation. D is the correct answer. And for those of you astute, you may have noticed that A through C all have the same problem. You turn the conversation onto yourself, and that makes you bad at conversation. You could ask so many things when it comes to your friend just came back from a European vacation. Think about all the things you could ask. Not just which countries did you go to? You could ask, what was your favorite meal? Did you meet anyone interesting? Did you spend the evening with a night walker in Amsterdam in the red light district? And so many other things. The next thing we need to do to be cool is help others. I don't think I need to expand on that much more. Enough said. Also, have a hobby or a passion. Watching YouTube or scrolling through Instagram or anything else that is basically just you sitting down and watching sports, Netflix, whatever, those are not considered hobbies. Why not have a passion and have goals around your passions or hobbies? Yeah, I know I have so many goals and I don't always reach them, but I at least get close a lot of the time. So if you can restrain yourself from doing these things and you practice doing these things, then you will be cool in my book. Now you might be wondering, what makes you qualified to say who's cool and who's not? Well, in case you hadn't noticed, I'm a cool guy. Just ask my mom. Or better yet, ask your mom. This light. Hey, if you liked this video, consider liking this video. Or you could check out this video, which is most similar to what you just watched. I also have a current subscriber count of 23, and I have a personal goal of reaching 24 subscribers by the end of this video. With that being said, take care. I care about you. See ya.